What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the weekly wrap-up with your host, James Levasseur.
Ricky Esancy.
And we have a great episode for you guys today, Season 2, Episode 8. And let's just get right into it. So the first card today is Mr. Thomas Vanek. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. 1,029 games played, 373 goals, 416 assists for a total of 789 points. He played for 8 NHL teams in his career, and he played for 5 different teams in the span of 3 seasons from the 2015 to 2016 season through 2017 and 2018. And those teams were the Minnesota Wild, Detroit Red Wings, Florida Panthers, Vancouver Canucks, and the Columbus Blue Jackets. A guy who I have personally just found out he even played in the NHL today. Not a name that I would say is popular.
I didn't know him either.
What can you say about the card, Ricky?
This is a Cup Limited Logos 2009-2010 hand signed autograph. It is a 50 out of 50 make, and not much really to this card except for the jumbo patch, which is kind of bland, just yellow and white there. So I'm just gonna wrap this up and give this an 8. What are you gonna say?
I'm going to have to give the same rating, an 8 out of 10, Ricky, just because not really a popular name. A game-worn patch definitely ups the value, but really who wants a card from a no-name guy? All right, moving on from Vanek, we have a special card, and I'll tell you why this card is special and unique in a minute. So the first player we have is Vincent Lecavalier. I might be mispronouncing that, but it's okay. 1,212 games played, 421 goals, 528 assists for a total of 949 points. 1 Stanley Cup, 1 King Clancy Memorial Trophy, 1 Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy, and 1 NHL Foundation Player Award. So a guy that I've heard in the NHL his name a few times, not really a big impactful player in my personal opinion. So that's really all I can say about him. The reason why this card is a very special card is because it's a duo card, but the second player is on the back. And the second player is Olli Jokinen. 1,231 games played, 321 goals, 429 assists for a total of 750 points. And he played for the Florida Panthers for most of his career, very long career. And that's really all I can say about this guy. Another guy who I haven't heard in the NHL.
I have.
You have, Ricky. What can you say about this card?
This is an Upper Deck 2007-2008 MVP one-on-one dual patch with Olli Jokinen, of course. And not much really to this, just small patches, cool designs, and just stuff everywhere. I'm just going to give this an 8.5. Not much to it, really, except for the patches. James, what are you going to give this?
I'm going to give this, I like how this is set up compared to most of the duo cards that we've had on this show.
I do like the one on one side and the other on the other.
Yeah, it is definitely a unique card. One that catches you, an eye-catching card, when you look at it. And so I'm going to give this card an 8.5. I don't really like on Vincent's side of the card, I don't really like the kind of brown coloring. It's just not really my favorite. But turning back over to the Jokinen side, he has that same brown coloring with the text, and I'm just not really a fan of that. But how the rest of the card is set up, I really like, and so that's why an 8.5 is going to be my rating, Ricky. And moving on from the duo card, we have a guy who has been mentioned a few times on the show, Mr. Joe Thornton. And with 1,714 games played, 430 goals for 1,109 assists for a total of 1,539 points, 1 Art Ross Trophy, 1 Hart Memorial Trophy, and fun fact, he had a nickname, Jumbo Joe. So obviously a big player. We've had him on the show before. I think he should be a Hall of Famer. He is not a Hall of Famer.
He's not.
I think he definitely has proved himself enough to become a Hall of Famer. So just need the people that make that decision to make the decision to. put him in the Hall of
argue
Fame.
about that.
I think we can argue about that. Anyway, Ricky, what can you tell me about this card?
This is an Upper Deck 1998-1999 Gold Future Watch card. I just love the gold on it. It's just really bedazzled, you know. Nothing much really to it, though, just like the gold and the colors and Joe Thornton himself. It is a nice card, though, because it's him in his rookie year. But other than that, I'm just going to give it a 7.5. Nothing really to it. I just like the gold. I love all the gold cards. All right, what are you going to rate it?
A 7.5. I think that's a bit low for a player who has been very impactful in the NHL. Yes, we've had him on the show multiple times, but still an awesome player. I really like how this card looks, and I'm going to give this another 8.5 out of 10. It's just, I just really, really like the card, Ricky. All right, so moving on from Joe Thornton, we have a player who is one of my personal favorites, Mr. Brad Marchand. 1,029 games played, 401 goals, 528 assists for a total of 929 points. And he has one Stanley Cup, and he's nicknamed the Little Ball of Hate. And the NHL, fun fact, the NHL made a rule that you cannot lick people in the face because of Brad Marchand. Apparently it's been multiple games where he just decided, you know what? I'm going to get my opponent's face. I'm just going to lick him in the face.
His nickname's the Little Ball of Hate.
Little Ball of Hate. That's his nickname. The Rat. It's very, honestly, I think that's pretty funny. I've
never heard that
before. If I had that nickname, I've had that as a badge of honor because that shows, he's very antagonistic and he's very, he can get in the players' heads easily. I think he makes a perfect choice for being the captain of the Boston Bruins.
Oh, boy.
What can you tell me about this card, Ricky?
I'm just going to go ahead and say this is Panini 2011-2012, the year right after they won the Stanley Cup. That's why it's a banner season. This is a limited edition patch. It's a 31 out of 99. And nothing much to it, really. Just a plain black patch. It says on the card he scored 21 goals that season. I'm not sure if that's playoff season or regular season. I'm going to go ahead and say that's regular season. But other than that, I like the setup on it. I really do. But there's nothing other to it. I'm just going to give it a 8.5. What are you going to give it?
An 8.5 is a good rating. I'm going to step it up, and I'm going to give this card a 9.5. I really like the player. Little Ball of Hate. I love the player. I love the jerseys. I love the uniform look. It's a very, what's the word? Nostalgic. Just when I think back to it, I think back to the old Bruins and obviously the banner season, 2011 Stanley Cup win. It's a very nostalgic look, and I really like that. So moving on to our last card of the day is Mr. Cam Fowler. And he has played 974 games in the NHL. He scored 96 goals, 357 assists for a total of 453 points. He's a defenseman, so obviously there's going to be more assists than goals. But I would expect him for somebody who's played almost 1,000 games in the NHL. I would expect him to have at least 500 points, but 453 points is still good. He's only played for the Anaheim Ducks since he was drafted the 12th pick in the first round of the 2010 draft, and he's still playing in the NHL, so his points can really only go up from here. What can you tell me about this card, Ricky?
This is Upper Deck 2012-2013 Series 1 game jersey patch. Nothing much really to this card. The patch, bland and it's little. Not much to say about it. I do like the setup though, how it's like arched on the bottom where the patch is. But other than that, I'm just gonna give it a 7. What are you gonna give it?
A 7?
Yeah, there's not much to it.
Really? Not much to it? Cam Fowler, no, you're right, Ricky, not much to it. I don't really like the Ducks jersey. I really
That's
like
my
the new.
favorite Ducks jersey.
I like the new ones that they have. The home jersey is their best one.
Yeah, that's my favorite home jersey.
Their away jersey that they have now. I don't really like it. I don't like I don't know. Just
I
something
do
about
like
it.
their new design on the jersey though.
I like the home one, the home jersey. Do they have an alternate?
I don't think so.
I hope the alternate is good. I feel like the Ducks with their logo. I feel like a blackout jersey would be good.
I don't know.
But I can't. I'm gonna have to give this card an 8 out of 10. He's a defenseman, and I'm a defenseman myself. So that's why my rating's a little bit higher. I know I'm not allowed to be biased, but it's my show. So honestly, anyway. A great player. Played in the NHL for a long time, and so yeah, that's an 8 out of 10 is gonna be my rating. Thank you for watching Season 2, Episode 8 of the Weekly Wrap-Up. Ricky, it is always great to have you on the show, so thank you.
Thank you.
And make sure to follow our social media. The link will be on the video or in the description. You'll have to find out for yourself. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.
Peace.